insane shit that just look like noise and nonsense, man. I
And
don't click on it. I dismiss it.
that's another thing. This go back to what we were talking about the last time about how like receiving your news and your media. If you think about it from this angle, because they know that they have our undivided attention. It's already a given. I have a timer on Facebook where it tells me how many minutes I've been logged in, and I log off after that timer comes up. So I give myself like 45 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't post on there a lot. If I do post, I start out and it always be some, you know what I'm saying, philosophical shit I'm thinking on or something like that. I might, you know what I'm saying, add some silly shit to my story or something like that. But as soon as that timer comes up, I'm off of it. And that's my way of creating some structure. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's not entertaining for me. Once my brain opened up and I started viewing it from another perspective, not having an account for 2.5 years, I'm viewing it like I said, from the skybox now. You know what I'm saying? My perspective on it is like, dude, this shit is it's stupid. It's minutia. It's worthless. You know what I'm saying? This is me staring at my phone for what? You know what I'm saying?
I forgot the name of the artist, but he took shoot, I forgot the name. He took pictures of people around the city or along his travels
Mm-hmm.
while he was out, and he took pictures of everybody while they were on their phone. And what he did in each one of these pictures, he went back over them and he removed the phone from the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird to look at people just looking at their hands, or just making gestures like they're taking selfies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And in certain pictures, it look like they're actually like praying to themselves or they're meditating and certain things like that. But and in certain pictures, it just looks wild, like they just posing.
Dude, 30 years ago, back to what we were saying, you would have never been able to convince me as a fucking 14, 15-year-old that this is what the future had in store. You would have never been able to tell me, dude, you're going to be staring at your phone all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck does that even mean? You know why? Because all the phones I knew were hanging on the fucking wall or sitting on a table in the house. Because
Right.
guess what? I left the house. I didn't have to worry about phone calls or none of that shit. All my interactions were person to person. You see what I'm saying? How many times do you see people walking down the street and they actually have a conversation with another motherfucker?
Man, how many times? I mean, I walk through my complex, where I stay, and you go, "Hey, how you doing?" And people look the other way. They don't even say nothing to you. Hey, how you doing?
Caught off guard by it.
Yeah.
The human interaction aspect of our humanity is actually diminished, and it's only going to get worse because we've opened Pandora's box. The only thing that's going to wake all of us up is a fucking natural disaster or a major fucking outage of electricity or something that's going to shut all of this shit off for at least.
EMP.
Yeah. Dude, I told you what happened last year when the fucking when the ratio hit and all the power was out for as long as it was.
Yeah.
It was like came to a new realization, had a new refined view of everything. People's reaction to all of that stuff. It was like I don't even go as far as saying the threat of a lockdown, because let's all be real. America didn't have a real lockdown when COVID hit. It wasn't like the rest of the world. It wasn't like how it was in Italy or like it was in Spain. Our shit was a threat of a lockdown. You can do what you want to do, but don't make us lock this shit down.
Right. Don't cross the line.
Yeah. So we never really had to deal with getting our shit in order and deal with our humanity in a real way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the type of therapy we kind of need, bro. As a species, we need that.
You know what? Speaking of that, a young man that I work with, he said when him and his group get together and they go do music, sometimes they don't have time to go to the studio. He said what they do is they plan a trip amongst each other and they all solidify it. And they get together and they drive out to a cabin where there's nothing but them, and they just work on doing music and having a good time and catching up on things and talking over some situation that they got going on.
That's what I be talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Disconnect, man, and really dig in. Families, that's like a family trip, bro. That's what family trips is supposed to be for. Family trips ain't for taking selfies and shit. Motherfuckers take a whole flight to Barbados just so they could take pictures by the water.
Just so they could take pictures by the water.
They don't have no memories. They didn't make no memories. They all they do is complain about the internet signal.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I've been on so many trips where I forget I have the phone unless something is going on so crazy that I gotta grab my phone and I gotta take pictures of it, or I just want people to know that I landed, or something like that. But when I'm traveling, I want to be out, man. I just want to see the city. I want to get to know the people. I want to be on the town. I want to be around the locals and enjoy the weather and the food.
And honestly, bro, and it's just my perception, just what I'm saying, living away from it all for a minute. That's really some big city shit, bro. Like, yeah, everybody's got a phone everywhere, but that's some big city shit. Like being on your phone all the time and not really having full interaction with other people and shit like that, and engaging in the environments. That's some big city shit.
It's so wild though, because when I'm walking down the street, I know a woman got mad at me even recently. She huffed and puffed at me because I said, head up, heads up, get your head up, get your head up. And she looked at me like she was offended, like I was telling her something wrong. And I'm looking at her again, like I could have slapped you and took the phone if I was that in need of a phone, or if I just wanted to take a phone. Anything could have happened to you because all you motherfuckers is walking around with your head in the phone.
Bro, that's a larger conversation. That's a larger conversation, because I think again that goes back to like the audacity to feel like you're entitled to be like
you're that comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. But without cell phones, Chicago is dangerous. With cell phones, it's more dangerous. New York is dangerous.